Howdy all, welcome Black's Lives. I think it's time we play a little... I thought something was there for a second. A little Arc Aberration. Alright. So, as you can see, I have come back to my base. Unfortunately, things did not work out like I had planned. I did discover a couple of nice things and one not as nice thing. Um, so my intent was to get down to where the oil was. I had read that the oil is in the lower level biome, which I have seen, but I have not been to. And so I had gone that little weird spot in that. I had gone out this way, right? We went on the expedition to. I wanted to find the spot over here and look at it. The expedition down that way to the river, and then I followed the river all the way as far as it went that way, and then on in between episodes here, I followed it all the way to the other end. And at the other end, it does in fact go into the lower biome. It does not, however, and this is my problem, it does not slope into that other biome. It's a waterfall. So, not as helpful as I would have liked it to have been. And oh, I also tamed a couple of more doggies. I've got 4 Ravagers now, although one of them is only level 6. It was level 1 when I captured it. So that's pretty cool. They are awesome for killing things. So you know what? I don't actually want to drag along, and I think one of them is actually over here. The other thing I did was, while out and about, I did in fact find the area of the river full of trilobites, which drop oil. So I was able to acquire some oil and a lot of metal. Yeah, actually, you know what? I need some of this metal just to be metal. I forget exactly what I was looking at, but I needed just regular metal bits to make it. And I'm making fuel because I did find oil. And up here, oh, I put the fancy saddle on my Ravager here. But I did get my fabricator made. And I was going to see if I could use... You know what? That's biotoxin. What in the world was I thinking? For some reason in my head, I thought that was organic polymer, but that's biotoxin. That's a totally different thing. No wonder why I can't make anything out of it. That's funny. Oh, look at these rocks in here, though. I made myself a second... whatever this is called. I guess I already have plenty of chitin in here. A second mortar, so that I can make mostly spark powder and cementing paste and gunpowder, I guess. So that's a thing, and then that way this can just swap over to be mostly my narcotics production. I tend to like to separate those, so how are we doing here? 6, 7, 19. You could use some more. Oh, dude, look at all the dung I've got in here. Not enough room. I need to put this someplace where it can just hang out. I can't remember. Will this poison this stuff? Let's pretend it won't. I think it will, though. I think it will. Let's just go ahead and get that right back out of there. Let's put it in here. I know if you... Right? That's this game, right? If you put it in the cooking pot, it corrupts everything in the cooking pot? That's not this game, is it? Is it? Man, I can't remember. I know there's something I've played that uses dung, and if you mix it with your food, it destroys your food. It makes it bad. Not spoiled, though, I don't think. I think it does something else to it. That might not be this game. Oh, check out my shiny gauntlets. You know I have shiny gauntlets, right? Metal armor. That's right. I am in the metal armor now. Yeah, so good things did happen with the oil discovery and the, well, not oil, but the trilobite discovery. The other good thing that happened is that I discovered that the end of the river, where I need to be, is actually just right over there. And if I just go up the mountain path right here and follow it all along, it takes me right where I need to go. No struggling to get through things. It's just all right there. So, yeah. In fact, we'll probably head over that way, maybe. Although I do have fuel, so let's grab some fuel here and some metal ingots. I think I've got more metal ingots in here. Yeah, let's grab some metal ingots. We'll get some pearls, and we'll try to figure out what I did with all my obsidian. I want to say it's just right in here, right? Obsidian. It's not a lot. That was only 16. I'm pretty sure I've got more than that. It may be already in the machine. No, I didn't want to look at the fire. I have used a few of my components, so... Oh yeah, there's a bunch of obsidian right there. I probably can't move now. Oh no, I can still move. Sweet. I thought that was gonna be it. That was gonna overwhelm me. Alright, so obsidian, pearls, ingots, and fuel. Oh, you can go back down on the hotbar here. So with that, we can figure out what I need. I was going to make this canteen. Oh, I should grab some more cementing paste too. I need 10 polymer for that. Right now I don't know where obsidian is, other than falling out of the sky occasionally. What do I need for the generator? That's just electronics. That's electronics. That's just electronics. So yeah, no, we can totally... I picked this up too. Also just electronics and some blue gems. I'll have to look to see how many blue gems I got. So yeah, let's go ahead and see about crafting up some polymers here. Oh, I only have enough for 2? What do they take? Cementing paste. Oh, cementing paste. For some reason I was thinking that was metal. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll have to get some more cementing paste together then. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna need some rocks. Obviously, rock is the big thing that... Oh, you know, I totally should have brought that Ravager from up in my base down. Let's go grab him. Up in here. I threw this saddle on because I was grabbing supplies off of them. Ravagers are crazy. They've got like half reduction on weight or something. I'm not exactly sure what they do, but man, they. Oh right, and this saddle needs to come off too. I don't want to lose the saddle because it gets killed someplace. But yeah, it's crazy amounts of weight reduction on these guys. And follow me. I thought I was gonna lose one. My nephew was over, and he asked if I was playing the new expansion, and sorry, dude, I wasn't bringing you. And so I was showing him some of the different stuff, and I wanted to show him one of the new crab dudes. Did I get all for you? Yeah, alright. Let's go find some rocks, boys. And maybe girls. I don't see a heart, so you must be all girls. Huh. That's weird that I've only tamed females. That's alright, ladies. You're probably the better hunters anyways. I don't think the game makes that distinction, so... I think that's the way it works with hyenas, right? Hyenas and lions? I know that's the way it works with lions. No, these are rocks. Come on, man, I just need some rocks. You're all creepy, stalking me. Can I see some rocks? There's some rocks. Trying to make sure I don't get jumped before I start working here. But yeah, so I jumped on the raft and I headed out into the little lake there, trying to find a crab because there weren't any nearby, and so I'm looking, and we finally get out there, and so we find one. I'm like, great, found one, and then I turn around and I start on my way back, and I see a Spino fighting something. No, not a Spino, a Sarco was fighting something. I saw it swimming around under the water really fast, and I'm like, what in the world is it doing? And I get over there, and one of my Ravagers was still on follow, and had swum after me, but they're slow swimmers. So it was not keeping up with my speed on my raft, and so it almost died. I think the one that was following me had like 2,600 hit points, and it was down to less than 300 when I finally got rid of the Sarco. You guys see any rocks? Man. I don't need them. They're everywhere. I need them. Can't find them. Uh-oh. It's trying to attack me. Ooh. Apparently I got jumped by a pack of Ravagers while I wasn't looking. Guess good thing I brought my own. That is nothing. So, so while I try and hunt down some stone here, we did play some D&D last night for my normal Monday night group, and it was a one-shot because the one guy was at a Christmas party. Hey, Raptor. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea on your part. And so here's some stone. Oh, there's a pack of Ravagers down here, though. Here we go. Guys, go get those. Ooh, it's a bigger pack than what I brought. It's a much bigger pack than what I brought. Okay, my guys won. They're doing the creepy stalking thing again, though. And so we'd played with these guys once before, but I need everybody to get a little closer so I can click on somebody. All right, and then oh, you didn't go up a level. Okay. Oh, and then I need everybody to follow me. And so we raised them to level 19, which is like one level below, and so below max. And so I'm like trying to figure out what I want to do with this guy, trying to figure it out. I'm going through all the books and everything, and I'm like, man, I just don't know what to do with this guy. I just don't know what I want to do with him, because he's my character is this it's called a Blade Lock, which is a warlock, which is a spellcaster type that fights close combat with a weapon. And so I wanted to take advantage of some of his level 19 ability stuff and really get him in there. And so I'm going through all the abilities and I'm figuring out what I want. And so I figure out, oh, the glider suit. Sweet. Yeah, whatever that's gotta... Totally gonna make one of those. Cool. Uh-oh. Close this, please. Thank you. And so yeah, I get everything laid out the way I think it's going to be. All my abilities and spells and everything are geared toward fighting up close with my Blade Lock, because that's what he does. And so then we get going. And so in the previous game, we'd come across a portal stone thing that this woman was using, and we were trying to stop her, and we had to fight a weird creature called a Death Tyrant, and it was a super tough fight, but we survived. And so this time we had learned. I totally missed it because we play it online, and so my internet decided that was the moment to stop working well. And so I missed why we were there beyond the Archduchess of the first layer of hell had this amulet that contained another sphere that we needed for whatever's going on with our one shot that we've only played once before. And so I'm like, okay, got it. Find the Archduchess, get the necklace. And so when we started, we were in a lake of lava, and so we had a boat that could sail on lava, and we'd heard rumors of a back entrance to her citadel, and so it's a one shot. Basically, you're just thrown right in the middle of the final battle, and so at least for what we're doing. And so we get in there, and man, why is your health so low? Somebody smacked you around pretty good. And so we find a hole in this ceiling because we're in basically a cavern. The city that she rules from is above us, and Um, and so we get to this hole, and I'd mostly geared my guy toward close up hand to hand combat, and but we're in a boat, and the place we gotta get to is a hole in the ceiling, and there are these dudes, these demons flying around this hole in the ceiling. And so we're discussing what we're doing, and the DM's like, your boat is getting closer, they're going to see you soon unless you stop your boat. And so we're trying to figure out if anybody can even talk to them. I forgot that my guy has telepathy and I could talk to them. It just completely slipped. Well, then it wasn't just me. The other guy plays a half demon character and forgot that he could speak the same language as the or half devil character. Forgot he could speak the same language as the devils. So I had wanted to try out this other trick, and I've got a spell called Eldritch Blast. And so the way the warlocks work, you add on to your existing abilities. They're weird. Like, most of the classes have abilities as you level up, and the warlocks have less of that, and they're a little more pick and choose, and so they're not quite as powerful as a straight up caster or fighter or whatever. But you get to pick and choose a little bit of what their abilities turn out to be, and so I had chosen uh, grasping and repelling as two abilities to add on to this spell called Eldritch Blast, and so I used Eldritch Blast to yank the demons toward us. Devils, they're devils, not demons. There's a difference in D&D, and so I yanked a couple of the devils toward us, and then the other one they blasted out of the air, and we killed those, and then we went up the. Now, what I had thought was, if I can push things away from me and pull them close to me, if we wind up in a spot where it's dangerous below us, like next to a cliff or something, I can get into a position that allows me to uh, yank them where I want them to fall. Basically, that was my plan. That was my big plan. And so I didn't realize the little guys that we fought first were going to be so weak. Otherwise, I'd have just blasted them dead. So I end up we end up climbing up this rope anyways into the hole, and there's a couple more devils at the top of the hole, and so I'm like, all right, so we got more devils at the top of the hole here, and can I still move? I can't move, dang it. Oh wow, I still can't move. And I talking to the DM. I'm like, okay, as soon as these guys poke their head over, I'm gonna cast my Eldritch Blast on them. And he's like, all right. And so they poke their head over to look down the hole. One of them does. I immediately use grasp and hit him with damage and yank him forward into the hole. And so he starts to fall. And then I'm like, okay, I don't know how far he falls because I just yanked him 10 feet. Is that close enough that I can hit him from a different direction now? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, okay. So then I hit him for 30 more feet, but away from me now, pointed down into the lava. And so I threw him right into the lava. It was pretty funny. And I put all this stone on this guy. Uh-oh. Where did that guy come from? I need to look for obsidian here anyways. And so yeah, we actually managed to split the two bosses up and throw them into the lava. That was pretty awesome. And then floating obsidian. And then after we took care of those guys, then we got to the boss. So there were only I joked. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. But so then we get in a fight with the boss, and they're talking to her, and she's got the necklace we need. I asked. I wanted to make sure she had it before I yanked her and threw her into the lava. And he's like, no, she's wearing the necklace you need. And I couldn't think of a way to get her into the lava and not lose the well, I could have used a little more in the way of obsidian there. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. You wait. Wait, no. If I give you the stuff, then it weighs less. Yeah, but apparently that's not enough. Alright, fine. Let's find the other one here. Are you the other one with the stone? Okay. I need you. And I need you to follow me. I need you. I clicked on stop. To follow me. Okay. Give me some of this stone. And so we're fighting her and fighting her and fighting her. And I actually had a spell called Dominate Monster that I tried to use on her, which had it landed, and it did not. It just missed by just a smidge. You roll the dice, right, to see if she can ignore the effects, and she had to roll a 21 or higher. She rolled a 24, so it was really close. She got a 19, I think, is what she rolled. So it was so close. Dang it, not the fire again. Me and this fire, I tell ya. I just have an obsession with it today. That's not enough to move. And so, yeah, that's right, fire. Yep, it doesn't want to go out. Whatever. Grab some of this. Transfer all that. And so we get all the way to the end of the fight, and I get we all get pretty well, no, I think I got hurt the worst. I got knocked down to basically 0 hit points, but I've got a special ability that lets me stop at 1 hit point, and then I cast Disintegrate on her, which was just enough to kill her for the last hit. So that was pretty cool. And you know, we were throwing lots of stuff at her, and when the fight gets over, and then I'm sitting there and I'm thinking back over the evening, I spent hours pouring through. There's 2 books. There's some extra stuff we're allowed to access on the internet. Trying to make sure that everything I had matched up as good as it could into my blade locks, you know, orientation, I guess, for things. And I attacked with my weapon 1 time the entire night. 1 time. My guy My guy is designed to attack 3 times per turn. 3 times per turn. With his weapon. I hit 1 time with my weapon. Everything else I did was a spell attack. Everything. I was like, what in the world was going on in my head? And I mean, it's crazy because your abilities are pretty limited for what you choose, and so like you only get like 5 feet, and so. And so 2 of my feats that I took yesterday were specifically for melee combat. I only had access to 2, and I chose Grey Weapon Master, which increases the amount of damage you do, and Resilience, so that I could keep my melee-oriented Hex spell. Well, it's not melee, I guess, but to keep my Hex spell going. And I didn't even cast Hex once. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my brain. It shut down once we got into combat, and I'm just throwing spells left and right. I'm like, this is so weird. I don't play a caster, so I guess maybe I just got excited by the caster end of things. I mean, I guess I do play a caster on the other games, but our main game is I play a fighter, so all right, cementing paste. Let's go ahead and make 8 more. How many of these do I need for the generator? Because I really want to get a light going. 10 electronics. Okay. So let's go ahead and do 10 electronics for that. Oh, there is my canteen I want. Looks like that needs another 2 electronics for that. So let's go ahead and do 2 more of those. Go ahead and craft one of those. That needs wood. Oh, I don't have any wood on me. I'll have to go get some wood to be able to do the outlet. And I think we need at least 1 cable, 1 lamp. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go grab that right now. Might be able to get a couple of things going in here. That'd be cool. And then you need 3 electronics. 2, 3. One outlet. Done. All right. Now, that is 1 generator. 1 outlet. 1 cable. 1 lamppost. 1 canteen. Oh, and I probably am going to want to... let's just take all this. Okay. Oh, it's already on my hotbar. So, let's go ahead and get... I hate these guys. I can't see where it's at. Alright, that's pretty good. And then we'll get our... Put that in there. I don't know if I actually need that cable off there, but... And then I'm going to put my light right here on the edge. Okay. Get some gasoline in that thing. Lights. Lights in my base. Awesome. Sweet. And then I'm going to replace my water jar with the canteen. So let's go ahead and do the canteen. And then I will dump the water jar. That can go into my cooking when I get to the point where I do cooking. So, all right. That is a pretty good session, I think. That light is, I don't know how helpful it's going to be, but I greatly prefer my base to have a nice, light source on it. And, yeah. But yeah, I guess just real quick on the abilities I went with, I get like one level 9 spell, and I chose Foresight, which gives you advantage on all attack rolls and disadvantage on attack rolls made against you. And I'm like, yeah, that'll be awesome as my melee. Not quite as useful for a caster, but awesome for my melee. Yep, never meleeed. Armor of Agathis throws ice shield basically on you, so that when you get hit, they take damage, and you do like 25 points of ice damage, and you're protected from 25 points of damage. Yep, never cast it. Hex lets you do extra damage when you hit. Also works with your spells, but never casted it. I took like several spells because they worked without concentration, so I could keep Hex up. Concentration means you can only have one concentration spell up at a time, and so as long as you have Hex going, you can't do another concentration spell. So I took a bunch of stuff without concentration. I took a spell that let me attack like 5 things in one turn. We never faced off more than 3, and they were in the air, so it wouldn't have helped me. It was just like totally outfitted for the wrong event, it felt like. But that was alright. Alright, with that, I am going to call it a day. So click leave a like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. I will talk to you later.